Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. So my goal with this video was to make a super awesome unboxing video of some holy grail rainbow fish. Now of course, anytime you plan something like this, something always goes wrong, and it did this time. The box showed up in terrible condition. USPS tried to blame it on the shipper. I know for a fact it wasn't the shipper, and it's really easy to see that. So instead of having some nice unboxing video, I had to rush the fish inside, get them out. The bags were leaking. Well, some of them, not all of them. At least one of the bags were leaking. And I had to get fish in tanks. That was the priority, not filming. So now we're kind of halfway through this process. I can kind of slow down a bit. I have some of them temperature acclimating right now. Let's go take a look at them. So first we're going to take a look at the box and show you exactly how I know USPS is lying. And it's these two stickers right here. Received in damaged conditions, received unsealed. Nobody that ships fish is ever going to drop off a box that's one, damaged, and two, is unsealed. Like that's never going to happen. I don't care how bad of a shipper you are. If you've never done it before, you're never going to drop off an open box of fish at USPS. That's just ridiculous. Now the transfer station might have received the box like this, but again, if they received the box like this, it was because of poor handling from the previous transfer station. So again, that's all on UPS. And here's the second thing. It leaked. This is the top corner of the box, and this is where all the water damage is. So I know that this box was thrown, maybe thrown. Okay, I don't know that it's thrown, but it was definitely placed upside down, and I'm going to say not very gently upside down. And this is where all the damage happened. Everything in here is just soaking wet. So clearly they mishandled this box and then tried to blame it on the shipper, which is absolutely ridiculous. But let's take a look at these fish now. And I just have them sitting on top of these tanks, temperature acclimating. That's kind of what I do. These are a Bowmani, Melanotania Bowmani, not to be confused with Bosemani. Of course, it's going to be hard to see them in the bag here. Here we are. We have some Herbert Axelrodi. And then the unfortunate bag right here. All of these yellow rainbows did not make it. You can just easily tell by just how murky the water is. So when you're packing breather bags, they're not supposed to touch, which is the point of the paper barriers. However, when your box gets thrown around and one of the bags pop and all that water gets on that paper, there goes your barrier. And these poor fish were on the bottom of that barrier, and they took the brunt of that. So very sad. And then we have all of these Praecox Rainbow Pagi, I don't know. Melanotania Praecox collected from the Pagi River system. Now again, you're looking at yellow rainbows, Bowmani, which are not very common, but the yellows and the Praecox, how can those be a holy grail fish? It comes down to where these fish came from. The parents of all these fish are wild caught from very big names in the rainbow industry. Descendants of wild caught fish. When you look at who caught these fish, like Gerald Allen, Gary Lang, all of these are Gary Lang collected rainbow fish, except for the Herbert Axelrodi were collected by Jerry Allen. So these are not farm bred. There's no chance of crossbreeding. These are pure strain with collection points. That's what makes these so amazing. So like I said, we had some bags that didn't make it, but the fish did. So not all the water leaked out. We can start with these guys here. This is the Melanotania parva. Again, a Gary Lang strain of Melanotania parva. You can see they're just now starting to get that nice red orange. There's a really fired up male in the back there, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to focus on him. There you go. There you can kind of see that male is a little bit fired up. Now these are juveniles, so they still got a lot of coloring up to do. But that male, boy, he's looking great. Over here we have the Blythe River rainbow fish, or the Melanotania trifasciata Blythe River. These will get really, really nice blue. They already have those dark lateral lines on them, as you can see. Somehow that little Rasbora made it in this tank, but that's all right. Looks like he's getting along well. So these ones are why I couldn't film the unboxing. I had to get them in. Two of the Blythe River were dead in the bag, so I had to get them out ASAP. No time to screw around filming. So I did have to plop and drop these guys right away. So it's time to get some of these out of the bag now. It's been long enough. We're going to start with the Praecox here. They're going to be going up in this tank here next to the Millennium Red Rainbows, and there's a few Kamaka Rainbows left in there. Lots of pencil fish in there too, but the pencil fish are all sold out. Sorry about that. If you wanted those, gotta wait till next time. Again, this is 30 of the Melanotania praecox. There they go. Now, if you want to know what these guys look like as adults, you may or may not have seen them in my 240 gallon. These are the exact same ones I have in there. Let's go take a look. So these guys right here, as you can see, this is a nice big male right here. Exact same Gary Lang Pag-eye, I don't know. Anyways, rainbow fish. These are direct descendants of wild-caught fish. So these would be what's considered an F1. I believe what's in there is an F3 or an F4, but still from the same Gary Lang strain. Now all of these guys, they're kind of old geezers. I've had them for a very long time, and then I got them from someone else that raised them up as eggs. So I'm gonna say these guys are probably 4 years old. So some of them are definitely looking kind of older, but they still look better than anything you're gonna find from farm bred. Looks like I did end up with one nice big juvenile male right here in the middle. That guy's gonna be a stunner. Another one over here is looking pretty good. If we can focus on it. Let's try and two. There we go. That guy's gonna be a stunner. Really good looking fish. Alright, and here are the Bowmanni. Not a lot of colors on these yet. So these, like I said, will get that yellow gold on top of the lateral line and blue below the lateral line. Not a lot of color on these guys yet, but maybe after a few days they'll start to color up. And they still got a lot of growing to do too. And then right next door we have the Herbert axelrodi. Get this cord out of the way. Did a water change, so we got bubbles. Doesn't want to focus. These guys are being kind of shy. They're not happy. Saw the bag of yellows is the one I lost, so the yellows definitely took the biggest hit in the shipping. I lost 2 of the Blythe River and then half of these yellows, so these guys are pretty stressed out still. Probably just leave them alone. Check back in on these praecox, and these guys have livened right up. They're gonna stop now, of course. Oh no, they're still going. They've been schooling around this 20-ish gallon tank the whole time. These guys are really perky, really fun to watch. Let's see, of course, now they're gonna stop. Of course. So I am getting some Bosemani from Gary Lang, that Itinjo strain. Be getting a bunch of those in here in the next week or two. Getting more of the yellows. Hopefully have better luck with the yellows. So a lot more rainbows coming in. There's a lot more that I have access to as well. Some rare species that I'm going to be bringing in. May not be till after the winter season. I don't know that it's worth risking these, you know, higher quality, way more expensive fish. So we might wait till spring, and then also that'll give them time to breed some more as well. Oh, there they go. If you've never seen a large group of these in like a 55 gallon or 4 foot or larger tank, you're really missing out. They're just a super fun rainbow fish. I'm going to show you some other fish here real quick. Here we have some really nice mosaic guppies, super awesome. Now don't worry about the water you're about to see. I've fed Rapashi in all these tanks today, so that's why this water here is a little murky. But also got in a lot of these, here we go, back there by the sponge filter. Well, let's see if we can zoom. These are going to be the orange Venezuelan corridoras. I got these just a few days after these guppies, so I threw them in the same tank to quarantine. I'm having a hard time picking them up. These guys are going to look beautiful as adults. They already look really good as little babies here, little juveniles. But as adults, these corridors are going to look amazing. And of course, the guppies are just awesome. Right next door, we have the Parkinsona here, looking good. Now these are farm bred in Florida. Really good size on them, really good color still. Pretty excited to get these. I haven't had Parkinsona in a very long time. As we go farther down the road here, we're going to get cloudier water. Look at all these gobies. Tons and tons of peacock gobies, as well as these rosy tetras going through quarantine together. Got some massive Wanamensis rainbows here. All males except one female, so this is going to be an interesting little group. Then we have the Nicolsi in the back. There we go. Pseudocrinolabris nicolsi. Might not be pronouncing that right, but that's what I'm going to go with. Came in as adults, full grown. Really awesome. Only 4 made it though. Kind of disappointing, but I'm thinking it's 2 males and 2 females. So hopefully that is the case. We got a big mess going on over here. They have absolutely destroyed that Rapashi. There you can see it back in the corner there. A ton of autocinkless, Corridorus pygmaeus, and then the L009 pleco, the smoky pleco. There we go, right on top of the sponge filter there. Nice little brown and black banded pleco, pretty neat. And more cloudy water over here as we have these larger reed tetras. Let's see, come on. The red-eye tetra and then some German blue rams. I'll give you a quick peek at this as well, as I did set up a plant tank here to sell some plants, mostly stem plants. There's some Lugwoodia species in there, some willow in there on the left. So this is kind of neat. I just wanted to show this real quick as well. We're right by the heater. I don't know if it's picking that up, but anyways, the coolie loaches are out here chowing down on rapashi. Real quick over here, we have a really nice blue dream, adult blue dream shrimp there, chowing down on rapashi with the neon green rasboras. But I just thought it was pretty neat that the coolie loaches are chowing down on the rapashi. Ember tetra's looking pretty good too. Alright guys, there you go. It's getting pretty late out here. Some of the lights are turning off, as you might be able to tell. It's kind of dark in here, but I just wanted to get this video out there. I'm gonna call this a successful shipment, considering that UPS or USPS did something to this package. I have no idea what they did to it. I mean, obviously they're throwing it or kicking it, or they're doing something to it. But we lost one bag of fish and then a couple here and there, so really not that bad. You know, hopefully next time they'll take a little bit more care with these. I've gotten 4 shipments in this week, and this is the only bad one. 2 boxes from FedEx, and then two boxes from USPS, and just the one from USPS was bad. All the other ones were good. And again, I'm going to be bringing in a lot more of these high quality, rarer rainbow fish. So be sure to keep an eye on the website, which is steenfottaquatics.com. Go ahead and hit that like button down below. Leave me a comment if there is some type of fish that you're looking for. I have gotten a few more vendors now, so I have access to way more fish. So again, if there's something you're looking for, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you all next time.